Boy, howdy. Let me tell y'all what I've been doing about the past, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks. I had that sick spell there for a while. But I've been keeping up with all this election stuff going on. Oh my God, you couldn't write a book. You couldn't write a book without somebody saying it has to go in the fiction section. Oh my God, this is the funniest shit I ever seen in my life. Today, excuse me, today is the day that Mitt Romney, for some crazy reason, had to stick his nose in it. He got there and made his little speech. And of course Donald Trump, he thumped him pretty good in a little speech he made from Maine. And then tonight they'll have their little debate. But anyway, I just want to say to you that since I spoke about leaning towards Trump that last time I talked about politics, we have had our primaries here, and I did in fact vote for Donald Trump, as well as about 49% of the people in Tennessee that went to the polls. But I've said it and I've said it and I've said it time and time again that we need to, if you don't like what's happening in Washington D.C., then quit electing them some bitches. I mean, I screw that quote up all the time, but Albert Einstein, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting something different to happen. Anyway, old Donald Trump, he's got him running scared up there in D.C. I mean, they're trying to, the Republican National Committee, they're trying to commit political suicide by cutting their front runner off and all that. It's crazier than shit. I ain't never seen nothing like it. Oh, me. Anyway, I'll be watching every minute of it I can. I was playing back the video and it struck me I didn't touch on this little part. When they first started, if y'all recall, when there were 17 Republicans in this primary process, they were all asked would they sign a piece of paper agreeing not to run as a third party candidate because they was afraid that Donald Trump would get out there and say screw y'all and go third party. So they all had to agree, sign this piece of paper and say, I agree not to go as a third party candidate and I agree to support the candidate that that is selected. And now all of a sudden, and they was all worried about Donald Trump running off and running third party. And now then here he is, he's the front runner, and now then they're all kinds of tore up and they're wanting to kick his ass out and do all kinds of crap and not honor him because he's the leader and all that kind of stuff. You talk about dirty politics. I mean, that's just plain dirty. And 4 years ago, Donald Trump was talking about, and they showed it, where he endorsed Romney, and he said, oh, Romney was begging me for an endorsement. He'd have got down on his knees if I asked him to. Of course, there were a lot of Twitters about that. He'd have got on his knees. But anyway, so 4 years ago, Romney's all kissy on Donald Trump. Oh, thank you, you're so wonderful, you're so great and all that shit. Now then, here it is 4 years later, and Romney's turned his back on him and talking about Trump like he's a piece of shit. Now, I don't know about y'all, but the way I was raised, if somebody's your friend, the worst thing in the world you can do is turn your back on a friend. So it just shows to you what them career-minded politicians in D.C. are like. And whether you like Donald Trump or not, you got to admire the fact that he's trying to give us an option and not have the same old shit for candidates to choose from. So those of you out there that do vote in the primaries, I hope you'll vote for Trump like I did. just to send a message, if nothing else, to send a message to Washington, D.C. that we're tired of the same old shit. And man, I just like hearing somebody talk refreshing instead of, like I say, all hat, no cattle, you know. Anyway, I'll let you get back to the video now. A few updates, let's see. Appreciate those that have been watching me work on the greenhouse. Ever since you saw the end of part 6, we have had inclement weather here for a few days, and of course that's sort of like when you need a greenhouse, when it's kind of cool out but you still want your plants to go. And in my luck, I'll be done about the time you can sow outside. But stick around, because I am gonna come up with some ideas how I'm gonna use them pallets to make a raised bed garden. I think I got a pretty good idea on that. We'll see how that turns out. That'd be another video. One more day of work on the greenhouse. For me, a day of work is just a few hours. I can't do the 8 to 10 hours like I used to. But I figure one more day, I'll have all the framework done in it. I did buy an automatic closer, and you're gonna need one of them if you're not gonna be able to babysit that greenhouse every day. I'm not running any electricity to this yet, and so I'm not going to have a thermostat, an automatic fan, and all that. But I do have an automatic vent opener that I open a vent in the roof to keep my plants from burning up. They're expensive little shits, I'll tell you that. And speaking of little shits, I wanted to say thank you. I have at present 1,022 subscribers, and right after I do this video, I'm going to do one. I'm going to have a drawing for a nice gift I want to give someone out there that has subscribed to me, that's got their where I can see their a name here. Anyway, I just can't believe it, since I've started this pretty regular back in September, that I've already accumulated over 1,000 subscribers. And I just want to thank y'all so very, very much. That means a whole lot to me. I don't socialize with anybody. I'm pretty much home by myself all the time, and it's nice to have people to chat back and forth with a little bit on this forum. You know, exchange ideas, and I'm always interested. If somebody's got a better way to do something that I show, I'm all ears. You know, it's only teenagers that know everything. Us older people, as we get older, we realize we don't know nothing, you know. But anyway, I really do appreciate your watching and subscribing. And I did notice that I have lost over the past 4 months or so, I've lost over 100 subscribers, and I blame that probably on the fact that I don't watch my language very careful, and I tell a lot of off-color jokes. And if you're offended by that, I'm sorry. You know, go watch the Disney Channel or something like that, or Nickelodeon. And I don't mean to be ugly, but I'm not going to worry about being politically correct. It frustrates me so much to turn on the TV and oh, they can't say this, they can't show that, or whatever, because of being politically correct. And while I'm on that subject, one thing that really, really pissed me off, and I honestly don't remember whose presidential period it was. I want to say George W. Bush, but I'm not positive. Don't hold me on that. But I'm pretty much sure it was. When George W. took over, you know, they'd have these conference, you know, these media, whatever you want to call it. What do they call it? Oh, news conference or whatever, interviews or answering questions. And I'll never forget, in one room was 2 statues These were white marble statues. They were just solid marble. They weren't painted. It was just white marble. And they were of the old Roman type with a toga. And they exposed the breasts on the statue were exposed. Now, this was not a pornographic type image. These were pieces of art. And when this individual took office, they had to be politically correct and cover them. Oh, give me a effing break. Shit. Oh. Oh. And I just, I'm not going to be politically correct. I'm going to call it like I see it. And the old saying, I'm going to call a spade a spade. I believe, my personal opinion, and I know I do have some black folks that are subscribers, and I don't mean to offend you, but I am going to tell it like I see it. A lot of racism, in my opinion, is promoted by the black community. I mean, should I boycott the BET channel on cable because they're going to have their awards show and there weren't no white people nominated? No. You want to have black entertainment television? Knock yourself out. But I don't want to hear you bitching if I want to have white entertainment television. Okay? I don't know how many white people are members of the NAACP. I don't happen to be one. And black people upset because of the Oscars. There weren't no black people nominated to Oscars. Well, guess what? The people that do the nominating, a lot of them actually have to pay money to be a member of the committee. So, here's a good racist statement. Most black folks I know ain't gonna pay money for a damn thing if they can get it for free. So, there ain't a bunch of black folks in the daggum Oscar selection committee. How about that? Fucking niggers. Oh, did I say that out loud? There's a big difference between black folks and niggers. Big difference. A lot of white niggers out there too. I can't stand a damn nigger. White, black, purple, I don't care what the color are. I can't stand them. And I can't stand somebody trying to act like somebody they ain't. You see these white kids running around with the hats like this and they try to talk that ghetto shit. Oh, give me a fucking break. Pull your britches up and get a damn job. Well, pardon me. I went from talking real nice to getting real nasty. Anyway, I don't want to run all you ladies off that are subscribers. I'm not going to promise I'm going to try to tone back my language, but I'll try not to be, maybe I'll try not to be so obscene. But don't count on it. Because this is the only place I can be me. I can't be myself downtown. I might get arrested. Anyway, I just want to thank you so much for watching my videos. I want to thank you so much for being a subscriber. It does mean a lot to me. If you've got some ideas out there, some things you'd like to see me build, I can build just about anything. Let's not get into a bunch of money here, all right? Remember, I like doing it cheap. But if you got some ideas for a video you'd like to see done on a certain subject, drop me a line. And if it's something I can do, maybe I will. I mean, what the heck? And please, I really look forward to comments. Every time I post a video, I stick around for an hour or two, just watch it and see if somebody watches it and leaves me a note or something. And I really enjoy that. So for all y'all out there that put up with me just because you feel sorry for me, thank you. For those that watch my videos because you like the way I just speak my mind, I thank you. And for those of you that just watch just for the opportunity to learn something, I thank you. I really enjoy teaching folks stuff. And my kids, my kids don't want to learn from me because I'm not quite that old to where they realize that their dad does know something. Right now they're still in that age to where they know everything and dad doesn't. I know that my dad got the older I got, the smarter my dad was, you know. Anyway, like they say like they used to say in the political world, you know, don't forget to vote and vote often. I'm going to be keeping track of this Republican stuff. I never was much about being associated with a party, like I'm a Democrat or I'm a Republican or I'm independent or whatever, because I've never really fit in any category perfectly. From what I've read and understand, I guess I'm pretty much a conservative. But I also believe that marijuana ought to be legalized, so that's a liberal idea, you know. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Listen to me rant and rave. The next video now will be coming up. It's for us hitting 1,000 subscribers, and when I hit 1,500, I'm going to do it again. Every time we get an increment of 500 subscribers, I have a drawing and give away something to one of my lucky subscribers. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, and I better tomorrow. Bye.